And good morning, Port Jervis, and welcome to the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. My name is Andrew Murata, host of the podcast. We are on location. We are in the classroom. We are where the magic happens. Miss Carrie Sarbello, first grade teacher, HBE, the place to be.
Place to be.
On what today? Today is Thursday,
May 7th.
May 7th. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It is early. The kids, you can hear some noise, but it's like the calm before the storm.
Right. You'll know when they get to the door.
Carrie actually said before we started, he said, Mr. Murata, the kids come around 9, so you better keep this thing moving. Yeah. Well, thanks for squeezing us in before your busy day.
Thank you.
I know the teachers, they teach in front of 30 kids a day. They're in front of hundreds of kids. Assembly, they're up there.
Right.
But here,
it's so different.
It makes people a little uncomfortable. But thank you for doing it.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So it's Teacher Appreciation Week. You got your port colors on today.
Absolutely.
Thank you. How do you feel? 29 years, all here at HBE.
Yes.
How do you feel today on Teacher Appreciation Week?
I feel valued. I feel excited. It's just, our principals and the PTA make it so special all week. Monday, they came around with a coffee cart, and they have something planned in the PTA every day. So it makes you feel good.
Are the kids aware?
They are, because the principals talk about it, and I've gotten some cards and some gifts, so it's really nice. I tell them they don't need to give me a gift, just behave and have a great day.
Well, they behave and have a great day in here all the days. If you've ever been in or around Miss Sarbello's classroom, magician is understating what you do in here. Looking how beautiful the room is. Carrie, why first grade? Why this level for all these years?
Well, I actually wasn't first grade and never saw myself as a first grade teacher. I started out, I was a special ed teacher here for 12 years first.
Okay.
And then I switched. And I've done third grade and fourth grade.
Okay.
And fourth grade was my home. I loved fourth grade. But I think one year the class size was smaller. And I had an opportunity to come down to first grade where my best friend, Nikki Birchall, taught first grade. And she was going to be retiring in a few years. So I thought, I'll come down first grade, learn and work close with her again. And then the first year was the hardest year of my life.
Coming to first grade.
And then I thought, when she retires, I'm going back to fourth if I could. But after a while, love it. I don't ever want to leave.
What was so difficult about it?
I think more so just the management.
Yeah.
You have to micromanage everything and do things the same every day. And then eventually they can run the classroom, which they do.
Yeah.
But you have to be prepared every day. They don't work quietly by themselves for a long time into the year.
People think little kids, it's easy. They just,
No.
I've seen it when it's been out of order.
You cannot bribe a first grader. If a teacher or an adult comes in, you just have to go with it. I encourage the kids to talk to the adults that come in the room, because they're just so adorable, and they know how to introduce you and speak to you and say, this is our classroom, this is what we're doing. So anytime an adult comes in, I always encourage them to talk, because you can't bribe a first grader to behave, and so you just got to go with it.
How did you get through that difficult time? It's August, it's September, it's a change for you. How did you get through it?
Well, Nikki she shared everything with me, taught me everything about first grade. And I think you as a teacher need to be in a classroom for a few years in a row to really get the why and why you do things the way you do. It's just not so much, it's not the teacher's reason why we do it. We do it because it's best practice for the first graders.
Yeah.
And it's so different.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love it. And before, in fourth grade, I taught kids to why we read and talk about reading, but in first grade you have to teach them how to read. So it's totally different.
Got a lot of glue. You're gluing it.
Yeah.
It's amazing to watch. I've said this before on the show.
You feel like an amazing first grade teacher no matter what, because no matter where a kid comes in first grade, they always make so much growth that you feel amazing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Friends, this is Carrie Sarbello, first grade teacher, HBE. Some people throwing some love in the chat. Ross here is in there.
Oh, my sister Brandy. Yep.
Friend,
Oh,
Miss
Eileen.
Valentine. Hi, Miss Valentine. Carrie, let's go back a little bit. You're from Middletown.
Yeah.
Graduated Middletown High School '91 and stayed locally at
Yeah.
Mount St. Mary's '95. We were chatting off air a little bit. You were interviewing.
I was.
After graduation.
Yes.
Can you share that story?
Yes, I started in Middletown. My last position was student teaching in Middletown. And then I took a leave replacement. I got connected with the teacher next door to me who was going out. So I did that until June. And then, I got a lot of feedback, and I was pretty sure Middletown would hire me.
And this is the year you're graduating. This is '95, like you had just graduated?
Right, just graduated.
And then you took a leave?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was a special ed teacher then.
Okay.
So after that, it was summertime, and I interviewed at HBE. Never heard of HBE.
Yeah. Sharon Dickstein.
Sharon Dickstein. Yeah.
Wow.
She was amazing, and I got a tour, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is an amazing school. But I was a little disappointed I hadn't heard from Middletown, and my family owned a mom and pop deli in Middletown called Ross's Store, and I was working, and I got the call from Port, and they hired me, and I accepted with a little sad heart that I hadn't heard from Middletown. Not even an hour later, Middletown called and offered me the job too, but best decision of my life. Wow. And I'm glad Port called me first.
We've seen this happen. Did you think like, oh, my hometown is, let me call Port back and say, sorry, did that cross your mind?
No. Wow. I don't know why, but it didn't.
Well, because it's the right.
It was meant to be.
You committed and you said, yeah.
Absolutely.
And here you are 29 years later.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
I know, thank you.
Wow, what a story. And for us, for all the hiring administrators here over the next few weeks, I mean, speed, commitment.
Yes.
Hey, this is the one,
Yeah, absolutely. This is the time.
Yeah.
And I would imagine it's even more competitive now than it was back when I was going.
Less candidates.
Well, that's what I mean. I think it was back when I was, interviewing, I had the competition. But I think it's reversed now.
Yeah.
I think the administration has the competition.
You'd be having a blue sweater on today.
I would. I look good in blue, but red is a good color.
Carrie, while in Middletown, did you know right away, like, I want to be a teacher? Like, did you in high school and grade school?
I played teacher all the time.
You did.
I did. And yeah, definitely.
You knew.
I knew.
So you went to Mount St. Mary's to be an educator.
Right. The schooling, I wasn't going to school to party it was what I wanted to do just so I can get to what I really wanted to do. Yeah. So
I've heard this all week. I've interviewed Carmen Medina, Maura Brady Wilson, that you all knew.
Yeah.
And to look at how great the three of you are, we have so many great teachers. I wonder if that's a magic ingredient that you knew this at such a young age.
I don't know. It's possible.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing anything else, so I don't know. Like when I'm off and I'm like walking around the mall or doing something outside of the school day, I'm like, this is how the other people do it.
This is like a real person.
Like, yeah.
You're not tying shoes
no,
and wiping noses.
No. Holding gooey hands.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, we are in Carrie's classroom, the great Mrs. Sarbello. I'm gonna take the camera. Forgive my camera skills here, friends, but I got this plugged in. I just want to show you how beautiful the classroom is. Imagine your child, your grandchild walking in. Look how neat. Everything is set up. I'm in the colors, the thing. She's got her wig. Can you share what that is on the whiteboard over there?
Our first grade, every year at the end of the year, we celebrate literacy by doing a literary wax museum.
Mm-hmm.
And the students become a character of their favorite book. And they write their own lines. And they learn them by heart. And they dress up as the character. And we invite family and friends. And we do a wax museum where they come to life. They have an imaginary button. And people push the button and they come to life and speak as that character.
Wow.
So we created a wig that they're going to learn their lines and recite them by heart, but not just by heart, but with expression and gestures.
Wow.
And then we talked about like just what we have to do to get there and how much we have to practice at school, at home.
She's got it beautifully written there. Again, I love that. It's not just I'm going to recite my lines. I'm going to memorize my lines, right?
Yeah.
You're adding those personal touches,
Right.
expression and gestures. I will practice my lines every day at school for 20 minutes. I will practice my lines each night with an accountable partner.
Yes, they know what those are.
This
They
is
know
first graders.
well, that's the thing about first grade too. Like, they are just amazing. They can do everything. And at this time of the year, they can run the classroom.
Yeah. Well, you've trained them. You've set it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The WIG is the wildly important goal through the leader and me.
Yeah. And they know the difference between big rocks and little rocks, and the big things they have to do and the little things. And they know after lunch we have recess.
Okay.
And in the winter time, I always said we have to put first things first, and they have to do math first, and then they could have recess.
Yeah.
So instead of saying, can we have indoor recess, they have to say, do we have to put first things first? So that's cute.
Amazing here. It's just great to see it in action. When is that Wax Museum?
The Wax Museum is next Friday, May 15th, in the HBE cafeteria. And the kids are practicing their lines, have their costumes. We're going to be making paper chains soon, and just preparing every day. So
Port Center scheduled?
Yeah,
we'll be back.
I think it's going to be 10 to 10:30.
Yeah.
And parents have invitations already, and family members. So
incredible event here, but the learning happens in here, the preparation, that slow build up, and all of the first graders. And I feel so blessed to be back here and see these things. Carrie, you've had some great mentors, friends in education, a number of them watching now. Elise Napo here at your school is somebody that you've connected with. Share that relationship.
Elise is just an amazing human. We taught inclusion, co-teach together for quite a few years.
Okay.
And what I admire about her is that she comes to work, ready to work, never in a bad mood, never, whatever is going on at home, she just always left it at home. And very serious but funny with the kids. And she's just a great human. I tell her that all the time, so this is not a surprise to her. But she's just amazing.
And you can tell so much about the teacher when you walk in the room. You know, the setup of the room, the colors, the vibe. There's so much even before you see what's happening.
Yeah.
And I experienced that when we went there for the pledge.
Yes, you were here
earlier
this year.
Had them ready, and it was just it was a great experience.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
HBE, the place to be here. Carrie, in addition to Teacher Appreciation Week, you have some new things happening in your life. Your family, very exciting. So here are your children, and a soon to be another member of the family.
Right. So on the left, my son Max, and he is actually going to be graduating SUNY Orange May 21st, and then he's going to go on to SUNY New Paltz, and he wants to be a high school teacher. And then my daughter Mia, in the maroon, she is actually a SUNY New Paltz graduate, and she starts her graduate work in education, also elementary teacher, in SUNY New Paltz.
Wow.
Yeah, they're both great kids.
And
then my future daughter-in-law Damaris, she's and Max and Damaris are going to have a little boy. First time, exactly. First time grandma.
Wow.
But and he's due beginning of September.
These different chapters in your life, right? Different kind of phases. How do you feel approaching this? Your babies are going to have a baby.
I know. I know enough that I don't even know what. I just know I'm going to love it and love him. Wow. So, and be proud of my kids even more.
Don't cry.
I know, don't get me cry. But yes.
So September will be your 30th year.
Yes.
Grandbaby coming. I asked our other guest this week, do you see a kind of a finish line there? Do you say, you know what?
I know I'm supposed to. I just don't. I love it still.
Yeah.
So I don't yet. I know I'll be 55 in 2 more years. So in 2 more years, I have the years, but not the age. So we'll see.
Got it.
After 2 more years, I'll take it year by year.
Yeah. And you could tell that you love it. You're still excellent at it. And It's true. It's very true. It's a little cliche, but never work a day in your life.
No, yes.
But
Even
I
on
know.
my worst day, I still love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're amazing at the job. It was nice
Thank you.
that you were nominated here. And our friend Claire Dillon. Good morning,
Hi,
Claire.
Claire.
Hello, Daniel Higbee.
Oh,
Higbee?
hi, Dan.
Yeah. Cool. What else you want to share, Carrie? What are some other things you have going on in your life? And here's some grandnieces with you here. Yeah.
Yes, that is my brother Ricky and my sister-in-law Melanie's kids, Mila and Noah, and they
Beautiful.
actually live in West End. So I'm really proud that they will be going to Port.
Nice.
Mila will start EME soon, like a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
And then my sister Mary had a little boy recently, and Mary teaches at the middle school,
Mm-hmm.
and she had a little boy, Colin.
Beautiful.
Yes.
The family's growing.
The family is growing.
Your friend Claire Dillon will say, "You'll know when it's time to retire."
Yeah, that's what everybody tells me. It's a scary thought.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Nikki tells me all the time, like, you got to retire when you still love it. But
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But everybody says I'll know. So it'd probably be a different conversation when Luca's here. I didn't say that.
You didn't say it.
I didn't say it.
We'll work that out.
When he's here, my
When your
grandson is here.
grandbaby's coming.
Yeah, it might be a different conversation then. So
Outside of school, your family obviously are very important to you. But
Yep.
what are some other passions? What are some other things you like doing outside of school?
I love to bake and cook. I used to do a lot of crafts and things like that and sewing, whatever. But maybe I'll pick that up after I retire. Just no time.
Okay.
No time for that right now.
Are you a recipe follower? Like baking, you got the thing.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not the kind of cook or baker that can just whip something up, but I can follow any recipe and things like that.
Got music on in the background? Yeah.
Music or the TV. I always like the cooking channel on in the kitchen.
While you're cooking. You don't find it distracting?
No.
Really?
No, yeah.
That's
I always
interesting.
have the cooking channel on.
All right. So what's your go-to? What are you making?
I have some recipes from my husband's side of the family. So
Okay.
I try to keep those Italian recipes alive.
Nice.
Pretty much anything. I just like to celebrate with baking with my kids on different holidays and functions are usually based around food.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
And then travel, things like that. Do you like traveling? You staying local? Where?
Staying local. This summer I plan on going to visit my aunt and uncle in Myrtle Beach. They lived in Oklahoma, my mom's side of the family.
Okay.
And they retired to Myrtle Beach, so I'll probably go visit them. My kids are traveling and have done different things on their own this year. So next summer, I plan on doing my own little family vacation, but they've got their own things going on.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I asked Maura yesterday. Her daughter Josie is
Yes.
going to be joining us here in Port, and what that meant to her. Both of your children
Yes.
are going into education. I mean,
Yeah.
clearly you've had a profound impact on them.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, you speaking and acting positively about the job has impacted them.
Yes.
How does that make you feel that both your children
I'm
are?
really proud because I know they're going to have a good life. I know they're going to love teaching. It's not always easy. It's
Mhm.
exhausting, but it's
Mhm.
rewarding.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
It's consistent, and I know they're going to love it. So,
Wax Museum's coming up next weekend, and then there's like a bunch of
so many things.
and
It's towards the
ceremony.
end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the-
countdown.
And the first graders don't have, they're not testing. There's no state testing,
No,
anything like that.
There's no state testing, but there's pressure to make sure that they keep growing and
Mhm.
are solid readers by the time they leave.
Yeah.
So I don't have the pressure of state testing, but I put the pressure. We put the pressure on ourselves to make sure that they're reading.
Yeah. And Carrie, we're celebrating all these great things, but then there are kids that don't make the mark, or there are kids where you notice,
Mhm.
again, a special education background that, hey, maybe this kid needs some more support, or maybe
Right.
this kid's not reading because of A, B, and C. What are those conversations with parents and kids like
Right.
when you notice a deficiency, or you notice they're not learning at the rate they should?
Yeah. I try to have a really good rapport with my parents. I communicate a lot with them. So if I have to have difficult conversations or conversations that I'm concerned about, I feel like they know I'm coming at it from a caring way.
Mm.
So those conversations are really not hard for me. I teach summer school every year, always have. So I'm happy to have my own babies with me over the summer and new babies, and just to give them extra time to get ready for second grade.
Incredible, incredible. Carrie Sarbello, everyone, HBE. The day is about to start here, and you can hear some of the rumblings of the kids come in. And so when they come in, what do you do? Like, do you just let them go to the desk, or you?
Well, at this point, they kind of run the show.
Yeah.
I have leaders that 2 a week, and that they do the lunch count. Like, they just slide their name to where they need to go, but 2 of the leaders will do the paperwork for the lunch count. I'll just check it to make sure there's the right count. And
sorry, that is the kid saying, "I want a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
I want a hamburger."
yeah,
I
I have like usually a slide up,
Okay.
and they just slide their name where they want, and then the 2 leaders are in charge of getting everybody to make sure they've chosen, and then they write the paperwork up to go to the office. I just check it. And then the messengers take everything down while the
physically walking the thing.
the folder down. And then everybody else is unpacking. We have a school-wide goal, and for the leader and me, that they track their own attendance. It's not mine, it's the school that we do. So whoever's here first and is unpacked, they know, they pass out the calendars and they color in their day. And they just run the show. They unpack, they start their morning routine, they know to read, take an AR test. And I'm able to greet them. And
so when do you say, all right, we're going to get started, we're going to go over the week? Like, how much wiggle room time do they have?
Not a lot. It depends on what's going on. Like, if it's in the morning on Wednesdays, we go to stream. So we have a certain amount of time to get ready. But most of the time, I try to start right away because we have so much to fit in a day. Yeah, we always start with the leader and me. So
you've been happy with that program?
I love it.
Yeah.
Back a long time ago, Dr. Bell was here, and he had brought it there.
Yeah,
and we
started with the 7 habits.
Yeah,
with
we
the
all
adults,
got the training for ourselves. So a lot of it I've always used just in my own personal life, So, but this has been taking it another step forward that I never knew about, like just teaching the kids how to set goals and it's just amazing. So, and do they need help? Yes. Do they need reminders? Yeah, but they know how to be a leader.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And the WIG, you're living it, you're doing it. It becomes part of their routine.
Right.
And I mean, the kids are learning reading and writing, but to hear being learned about being a good person,
and that they can talk about it.
Great.
Yeah.
So I just heard a bell. Does that mean they're
coming? Yeah.
Do we want to greet
Invite
them? Do you want to invite a few in? What do you want to have happen?
There's probably going to be a lot of them, but I can grab the first few.
Yeah.
Are you good?
I'm good. Hold on. Here, this is a little gift for you here.
All
this is your Port Pride swag. Thank
you.
Thanks
and I'll
for
go get
coming
them.
All right. Let's do it. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see who's here.
Nothing like
They usually race to the door.
live streaming with first graders, and here they come. But she was incredible here for the show. Such a great teacher, and thank you for all the positive comments in the chat. This has been a great week of celebrating our teachers. I'm grateful for them for willing to do it, and I see some young people coming in here now. Miss Sarbello got to the door and told them we were here. Hi, kiddos. You don't have to tippy toe. It's okay. You can make some. You can make some noise.
Just sit on my lap.
Yeah. Who do you have here? You have some friends here, Miss Sarbello?
I have the first 3 friends.
Wow.
Come on over, guys. They're like not sure. You can put that.
I'm gonna have to get some extra stickers for your friends here. She can move my bag. You want to move the bag? Yeah. Thank you.
Do you want to go on, Rory? It's heavy.
Yeah, I got a lot going on there.
You don't want to? I don't know. Okay.
Come on
You don't
in.
have to. You can stand right here and you're not on the camera.
What's your name, young lady?
Would you let Finn in?
Jada.
Hi,
Zeta.
Zeta with a
Come here,
Z.
Leah. You could sit right here.
And what's your name?
Leah.
Leah. Sounds like Mia.
Finn, do you want? Yes, exactly. Finn, do you want to jump on with the camera? Oh, he's gonna come over.
Okay.
Yeah, come on over.
I recognize this guy.
This is Finn Latini.
I remember
over
him.
here,
I
sweetheart.
remember him from something, one of the programs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is Tim Latini, and his mom is a teacher at
Okay.
HBE too.
Okay.
And I had his brother Owen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hi guys, thank you. Zeta, today we celebrated Miss Sarbello on the program. How is she as your first grade teacher?
She is really nice and teaches me a lot.
Yeah. You love coming to class here? Awesome. Leah, what's one thing you've learned from Miss Sarbello?
That I learned so much from her. I want to keep learning.
Oh, do you feel ready for the wax museum? Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
What are you gonna
Finn, what's your favorite part of the day? What's in the classroom? What's your favorite part?
Math.
Math. Yeah. Is she doing like division, fractions, and stuff? What are you doing?
We
Adding? You're doing
tens and
numbers?
ones,
yeah.
Oh,
place value.
got it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna get started with the day here.
Yes,
Yeah. This is real life. They're coming.
Does anybody else want to come over real quick and say hi?
Here's all
Come
the
on over.
kiddos. Yeah. Let's see if we can make
Want to
some
say
more
hi?
room.
You're on TV. On live. I know they're all in the door.
Do you want to open
Let
the
'em
door for them? Amazing. This is amazing. So,
Do you want to come here for a second and say hi? Jackson, want to come over?
there they are. Here they
You
come.
can kneel down.
Here they come.
You can kneel down. Say hi. I told them all about the wax museum that we're getting ready for.
Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. Well, let's do this. Why don't each of you wave, say goodbye, and then we'll end the show. That way, yeah. And now start making your way out. That way the kids in the back can see. Awesome. Awesome.
Have a good day.
All right, we are going to sign off Miss Sarbello's first grade class, HBE. Literally, the kids are coming in the room here. Yeah, amazing. Miss Sarbello, this was
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Thank you. Amazing, our teachers, Teacher Appreciation Week. Miss Sarbello, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Murata.
Thanks for choosing Port Jervis.
Absolutely.
1 hour, this all could have been
Yes, could have been different.
different. All right, she's going to start our day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support, everyone. Look at these curls.
This
Look
is
at this.
Joey.
What's up, Joey? High five. Awesome, kiddos. Kid, you want to say go Port as we end the
Oh,
show?
come on over. Ready?
All right. On the count of 3, you want to say go Port? 1, 2, 3.
Go!
How about 2 claps? 2 claps. Say, let's go, Miss Sarbello. See you, friends. Carrie, have a great day. Thanks for being a great teacher. And this was a lot of fun. We'll see y'all.
Bye.